Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be talking about the Hublot Classic Fusion with titanium and blue dial with blue strap, reference number 542.NX.7170.LR. We'll be going over the case, the dial, the bezel, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the strap, and I'll give you my thoughts as to how it wears on the wrist as well. But first, we're gonna take a look at this packaging here. I just love showcasing Hublot's overall packaging and their sensibilities when it comes to how all of it, comes together, and especially with the porthole sort of construction here that you can see on the front. It matches that of the bezel, as we'll see a little bit later. If you already know what Hublots look like, this is basically what the bezel looks like, and through the sort of plexiglass on the front, you can actually see the watch on the inside if you take the little rubber pad out. So you can actually have a very good and nice sort of display case for your watch if you don't need to wear it. Okay, so that's an added plus that Hublot really puts into their packaging and their design here. All right, and speaking of design, well, here it is, the Classic Fusion, a very nicely designed Hublot watch here, compared to, well, just about much of their catalog when it comes to splitting hairs and splitting the entire mechanical watch community, because, well, they're kind of a designer brand in the sense that, well, they're kind of avant-garde in their overall designage, but here with the Classic Fusion you get a very standardized case profile, overall shape, and even the functionality and even the wearing experience. So anyway, let me take all of this out, put it all back here, because we're focusing on just the watch. This is the watch review video for Hublot. Okay, actually, let me just make sure this is closed. Alright, and here is the watch. Let me raise you a little bit here. Alright, so now this is again the Classic Fusion with titanium construction and a blue face dial with blue leather and rubber strap, and a little bit of ceramic in there as well, as is typical of Hublot. Alright, so starting off with the case, we have a 42mm size case from finger to thumb. That's the diameter. Alright, and we have a thickness, rather thin actually. I don't remember the exact thinness here, but it does feel around like 10mm or less, maybe like 9 or 8, because it's incredibly thin for what it is. This entire titanium construction, fully rounded case actually. All right, as you can see, there's not a single like flat portion. There are no bevels here really to speak of. They're very fully rounded. The only sharp edges you have are on these lugs, which actually do fit with the Hublot overall style. So you can actually switch these straps out very easily for, a different color strap if you like. Okay, so again, very nice overall high polish along the sides there, fully rounded with high polish along the front of the case, as you can see on these lugs here. Okay, and the ends of the end links that sort of integrate the bracelet, or the strap in this case, directly into the case, into the lugs, is a satin brush finish, as you can see, with the high polish H-shaped screws, also mirroring that of the front of the case here, the front of the bezel rather, the satin brush finishing, vertical, as in keeping with the overall direction of that of the integrated links here, and also a nice high polish on that first bevel, leading down to that sort of a ceramic type of gasket. All right, so very hard to scratch. You're more likely to break it than actually scratch it. So very nice, solid construction there. Okay, and again, we have these 6 H-shaped screws along the front of this case at the 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, all the even numbered positions there. All right, so, and we also have sort of that nice sort of recessed look so that you know that it is absolutely new. And again, this is all titanium construction. It's incredibly light in the hands. All right, now taking a look closer at this dial, we have white gold hour marks with white gold hands, sort of those nice sort of pencil type of hands, all white gold again, with a nice blue sunray finishing there to give it that sort of radial patterning. Gives a very nice and interesting look, very distinctive of, you know, luxury style watches. Gives a very nice flair to it. And with this specific value of blue, their 7170 value of blue, it gives it a very nice deep hue while also giving you those very nice highlights that really accentuate it depending on the lighting performance, the lighting situation that you have with you. Okay. Not much else to speak here other than, you know, just basic hour marks, index hour marks, double hash marks for the 12 o'clock, and a very tiny, a half size mark for the 3 o'clock with to sort of make space for that date aperture at the 3 o'clock, all right? We also have the Hublot H counterweight for the seconds hand, just constantly ticking. Nothing too special there because this is just Hublot, just a Hublot things, all right? Now, taking a look at the polished titanium crown here, we have, well, basically a pull-out crown. So at the very beginning, without having to pull it out at all, you can actually wind the watch directly. All right, so very easy to wind there. You can pull it out to the first position, and you can actually advance the date forward, not by turning it clockwise, as you can see, but turning it counterclockwise. And it has a very nice, satisfying tick. Let me see if I can get it closer to the microphone there. All right, so you've heard the date functionality there, and it's about between a quarter turn to a half turn to advance the date by one. It's a very nice feel to it, almost haptic in a sense, right? And when you get to the 30th of a month, and tomorrow will be the 1st of the next month, just simply rotate it once, wait for the hour hand to switch beyond midnight, and it will simply switch to the 1st. Nice and easy there. Pull the crown out to the second or final position, however you want to call it. It actually does have that hacking function for that seconds hand, so you can then place the minute hand precisely wherever it needs to go. Now, keep in mind, there are no other little markings on this dial, so you only have the minutes, well, in 5-minute increments, or in other words, just the hours for the index marks, and there's nothing on the rehaut or the engraving on the, well, there is no engraving on the inner bezel there, so you're going to have to kind of guess. But if you're used to, you know, having an analog watch, it would be more simpler to adjust the time precisely, all right? Or you can just simply wait until the seconds hand goes all the way to 12, then you can place it directly over any 5-minute increment and then press the crown in, nice and easy. Okay, now what keeps all of this working is the Hublot caliber HUB1110, which beats at a frequency of 28,800 vibrations per hour, or 4 Hertz. It also contains 63 parts only with 21 jewels, and actually has this sort of bidirectional winding on the inside there with the Hublot logo, as you can see. All right, nice and easy to wind the watch. Simply just wind the crown at the, you know, on the side of the case, and you're simply wearing this watch will allow you to wind it up to the maximum power reserve of 42 hours. All right, so rather good there. It does have a little bit of shock resistance, magnetic resistance, nothing too out of the ordinary here, just basically standard what you get out of every luxury style watch. All right, now when it comes to the framing here, we also have this rubber strap with the leather inlay, as they call it, all right, with a matching blue stitching to keep that leather directly onto that rubber. As you can see, the stitching does go, if my camera would like to focus, there we go. Stitching does go all the way through, so you know that certainly it is going to stay put. If my focusing would like to stay put as well, I would appreciate that. All right, there we go. All right, now moving down to the clasp here, it's a fold-over clasp with a double button deployment system. Again, all in titanium, in keeping with the overall consistency of the case. All right, we also have the Hublot H-shaped clasp here, the fold-over clasp, and with a double button pin system here. So I do very much like this system because it does keep it nice and steady without having to make it super difficult. It's actually incredibly easy to size this on the fly. All right, and it's also a minderless loop system, so you simply feed the strap into the buckle here. All right, you push the pins through and it just stays there, and the strap stays on the inside of the strap here. The excess strap stays on the inside so that, you know, there's no extra parts flopping around on the outside to catch on any doorknobs or tables and whatnot. All right, so very useful there. While you're here, I'll actually try it on for you, give you my thoughts as to how it wears on the wrist. Now my wrist is 7 inches in circumference, 18 centimeters. Okay, so rather large for me because I'm not really seeing much strap there, but the size of this dial, hard to complain about, and especially with the color. The overall presentation here is just excellent. All right, and even on my wrist, actually, it seems to be designed for smaller wrists because there's no space underneath these lugs, so it fits my wrist just fine. Maybe on a smaller wrist you would have a little bit extra breathability underneath these lugs. I'm having just like the minimal amount there, but you know, I can't complain about this because even though the sort of lug-to-lug distance is a bit big, I'm not seeing a whole lot of framing from the bracelet. The dial is extremely easy to read. It's actually huge because it is, again, 42 millimeters in diameter. But it is incredibly light. You know, I can't even tell that I'm even wearing something on my wrist because the weight of the titanium, which you could say that's barely anything, because the rubber strap actually does act as an excellent counterweight to the case here. All right. And when it comes to the overall look, the overall presentation, you can't fight this because honestly, it's so low with its form factor, so incredibly light. You can wear this as a dress watch or sort of like with this sort of presentation, the leather, it does sort of have that dressy look, but the sporty feel because of the rubber inlay on the inside. And, you know, it's sort of stealthy in that sense because you do also have this steel construction. You can certainly wear this as an everyday watch. It's not going to show off too much, except, well, you do have that absolutely beautiful blue dial. All right. So, enough of what I think. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Hublot Classic Fusion in titanium with a blue dial, blue overall construction and coloring scheme here. All right, let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe as well. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, new, discontinued, or even current production like this one, visit our site at jazztime.com. Links in the description below. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video. Click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.